I'm not very concerned in permanent yet. I'm just concerned in driving striker. James Bay is on to drag off one of the largest daring lure and switch acts in ladder pop story. Behind in 2015, critics mind they had him depicted of, a youthful man in an old heart, churning out pledge but catchy guitar ballads love the inevitable conduct behind the inland. He was quite uncharitably stigmatized James Beige, but how didn't put off fans. His scrapbook Havoc and the Tranquility was the largest selling opening of 2015, marketing 345,000 copies and making the Celebrity Britain and Grammy nominations. I want offer you savage loving, he sings in the choir, same type how never slows downward. And how's fair the start? Gulf's other scrapbook is imbued in slight experiments and melodic flourishes, of the Strokes-inspired thresh of Rose Soda to the jutting electric gospel of In My Chief. I've found how planet of analog synths and programs drums, he says, or I've had the largest fun crushing them up versus these natural instrument approaches. How include ever been really me, electrical guitars, acoustical reel kits, devastating them along, smushing them up, manufacturing a audio out of how, and thing distinctive has been unborn. At one spot, he though crushed out the auto-tuning, how robot vocals impact favorite of color-deaf rappers, or Cher. Auto-tuning was such a filthy speech for such a length period, laughs the celebrity, yet see at the way Kanye and Opportunity the Raper include utilized it. They consider it love a guitar foot, they include a pure alarm, that is their vote, and they put it via auto-tuning to chaos in the unique audio, fair love a fluff foot and fuzzes up the audio of a guitar. And he's not fair the piece of music house had a transformation. In the medium of manufacturing the recording, Bay minced off his arm-length wool and consigned his felt hat to the garbage can. Same hat and the wool was a visible how came in a kind of sound sign, that wasn't break the sculpt, admits the 27-year-old. Yet as quickly as I wrote the at first pair of songs for the recording, I went, so, the isn't the hat and the wool boy. Time his at first scrapbook was encouraged by the Hilly Stone and Stevie Ray Vaughan. The new recording sees him dig in on Frank C and LCD sound system and departure behind to Duke material I favorite with I Was a Child. But the guidance lighting was David Bowie. I found myself echoing one of his quotes in My Chief, I don't aware which I'll be making following, but I pledge you it won't be dull, he recalls. I mind, yes, I'm departure to pursue how as top I can. Job began recent January, in a cellar cavern workshop 5 protocol of Gulf's plane in Islington, Polar London. He's not the great workshop wherever large accounting records include been done. He's more than well a demonstration place, but while you see at the human beings someone been in down there, Florence, Liam Gallagher, he's cute spectacular, he says. By previous May, same D laid down downward 20 songs in his written affiliate John Verdant, and depicted 12 of them were nice quite to do a other scrapbook. Later his recording stickers painter and repertory crew got implicated. My A&R guy did a extremely dastardly A&R guy item, he says. He showed Gender Epworth several of the piece of music. Epworth, for such who don't aware, is one of the UK's largest to-demand producers, whose credits involve Adele, Florence plus the Car, Lord and U2. He got on the telephone nearly once. He told, Companion, I've fair heard these songs and I requested to say greet. But I'm inviting for 2 reasons, very. I aware thou re not race to put thee out next day so, if thou re in it, I'd loving to welcome you to my workshop, fair to give the piece of music in and manure about in he. I indicate, which and propose. So of year I did it, and he very driven several sorcery to he. In spite all the sound innovate, fans of Gulf's at first scrapbook will be happy to listen sames not lose his skill for big melodies and drama vocals. The ballads slideshow and us, in special, are arena-sized teardrop jerkers, in the artist back to his favorite subjects of loving and solitude. Down there's an confirmation in the scrapbook how several relationships are hard but they're cost fight to, he says. I implemented in retrospective view how I'd been written at a period while the planet thick felt separated. Each angle you rotate, human beings are versus every some, yet, for me, he's been juxtaposed in 3 or 4 persons year of tourism and unifying in large rooms complete of human beings and possessing the big period. On us, he pleads for human beings to do the identical protection external of the gig room, speak me how to be in the planet / speak me how to breath in and sense no wound / cause I trust in things / I trust in us. Down there's a consumer demand in how lyrical, he says, since we all sense so loose at the time. We're dedicated to so lot some things how aren't every some. I don't indicate to audio love an old man but 14 and 15-year-olds are all looking at their phones, while looking in whose eyes is more than essential rather than connection in who on the internet. The theme raises its chief once again on In My Chief, wherever Bay sings, I'm fed up in the section / I don't sleeping, I'm obsessive. On one brush, he's on public print lifetime, since I expertise how the identical way as who lives downward the road of me, says the celebrity. Yet on the some brush it says a lot on me, as an painter, creature prepared to develop. I'm fed up in the section, I'm departure to selector it upwards. So, how does he sense on unleashing James Bay 2.0? Does he believe human beings will be stunned? I expect so. I expect they're amazed in a nice path, but I don't reason if he's the some path. I'd quite human beings were amazed rather than they knew which they were receive. Savage Loving is out now on Maiden Electromagnetic Radiation.